What's up, guys? I have been playing Pet Sim now for almost 2 weeks, and at this point I've learned quite a bit as far as strategy, tips, and different guides and things that we can do without spending any Robux in the game. At least I have not so far, but I do have a top 10 list of tips that I'd like to let you guys know about that are pretty helpful in this game. So let's just get out to, we'll just say in no particular order. We'll just start, we'll say, with number 10. So number 10, first thing I'm going to recommend for you guys is save your TNT crates and your TNT basically for the updates, because when you guys use these during the updates, you guys can go through, when you use one of these things, they just come down here and they just blast through and they start destroying things. Now when you guys are on the latest area, it's a quick way to go through and get some of these coins and everything so that you guys can move on really fast, and you can basically speed your way through to the newest areas there when there is a new update. So I would definitely recommend, guys, save all of your TNT, the crates, and the other TNTs just so that you can use them on that when there is new updates. So the next tip here for you guys is for achievements over here. One of these achievements right here, you can see each one is going to give you some rewards. Some people just kind of ignore their achievements and they kind of go through. Of course, there's rewards. People are trying to do their rank, and I am so close to rank 10, but each time you get like one little thing. I can't wait to get these crates. Got to get these before the next update for sure. So you guys want to make sure that you go through though, and don't forget your achievements. Some of these achievements give you some pretty cool, awesome items like this right here, Happy Pets. You guys get quite a few of these different potions, and you guys might need those potions for later on for trying to get certain tasks done so that you guys can rank up. So those are very, very helpful. There's other things that you guys can get rewards through as well. Like here, for instance, see this respect level? As you go up in respect level, you can get more stuff, but then there's also achievements about getting the highest respect level in these things with these merchants. So as you buy things from the merchants, you guys can see that your XP is going up with the merchant and respect level is going up with the merchant. So you guys can get more and more stuff as you do that. So it is worthwhile to go and make purchases from the merchants when you guys have the option to do that. Next tip here for you guys is to save your potions and your enchants. And basically with your enchants, when you use them, it's not like you expend them, so it's not really about saving, but definitely do not upgrade these until it's necessary as a part of one of your tasks. Because look over here on the right, for instance, upgrade to 8 tier 5 for enchants. So that takes a lot to be able to upgrade those. I already had that one. I went through a bunch and then this one showed up again and I've got 5, but now I've got to go and get a whole bunch of enchants and diamonds and that kind of stuff, basically enchants for this one so that I can level up on that one. But we're going to give you guys some tips here towards the end that are going to tell you about how to get all of that stuff really fast when you need that. Basically a nice little guide that shows you exactly where you need to go to get what you need to get. But basically this tip is about do not upgrade your enchants and your potions until later when it is one of your tasks, and then you'll be able to go do that really, really fast, and it'll be an easy way to get some stars to get towards your rewards and towards ranking up. Next tip right here, the spinny wheel. You guys only can use this like a certain number of times. Like I've got another 10 hours before I can actually use it again, but the stuff here that you guys can spin for changes periodically as well. So you get tickets every now and then, and when you have a ticket and you can spin here, you can see what the options are. Now right now the 0.1% option is to get 20 large gifts. Now large gifts are really nice, but there's also sometimes a huge right there. So what I would recommend is wait, hold on to your spins, wait and spin when there is a huge over here, so that basically increases your chance of getting a huge, because when you guys are doing the free to play method, it is very difficult to get a huge. As you can see, I still don't have any huge pets. Every time I go in the game, I get a bunch of players who are like, hey, can I have a huge pet? I don't have any. I've never had any, and I definitely don't have any Titanic pets, but hopefully sometime I will end up hatching one, and then I will know that I earned it myself. Next tip here is about just basically digging smart here at the dig site. Of course, you can get some really cool things in here, even a huge fossil dragon right now, but only 13 of them exist. The chances of getting those are really, really low, but there's all sorts of things that you guys can get in here, so it makes sense to make sure that you're actually digging smart though. The thing is, like, if you look at this first layer, there is nothing that you're going to be able to get. So basically you go there, you're on the second layer, you don't have to go like all the way through. You can basically go through and dig through every other layer. You don't have to fully excavate the whole thing in order to find the treasure chest, because as you can see, as long as you're getting like every other one, then you're good to go. You can basically go through and do every other row in here, and then you can basically find any of these treasures that you guys are looking for. You don't have to dig all the way. So after I would go through here basically and get the second layer, all I'd have to do is dig down, and I would be able to dig down again. And as long as you go through and you get every other one, you can look up and down, and you can see basically whenever you're in a specific area, I know for sure that, like, when I'm standing here, this is not treasure, this is not treasure, this is not treasure. So it's not necessary to actually go through every single layer. You can go through basically the first layer, the third layer, the fifth layer, just go through every other layer, fully excavate that one, and you can look up or down, and basically that will save you a lot of time when you're coming out here and trying to dig. So dig smarter, guys, not harder. Next tip here, guys, is don't forget the fact that you can go through obbies and you can collect all sorts of stuff. There's a chance that you guys can get diamonds, you guys can get fruits, you guys can get enchants. There's a lot of them where you guys can get potions, and there's a lot of areas here where you guys can get other stuff. Like basically, if we were to go to the beach over here, over at the beach, you can see we've got the daycare, and in the daycare, you guys can periodically leave things there. Come and check it like every 6 hours, and then you can get a whole bunch of free stuff. So there's obbies, there's daycare, there's of course like the plants that you guys can plant now at one of the areas. You guys can do the fishing, and all of those give a bunch of different items at different times. So there is a bunch of different areas where you can get more than just one specific type of item. We're gonna lay that out here too in the spreadsheet that we're gonna show you towards the end of the video. But also, yeah, you guys wanna make sure, another thing, next tip, when you guys are playing the game, sometimes there's certain things over here like breaking diamonds, and then sometimes there's times where you have to open like the best pets. Don't forget to swap your enchants around. So basically most people are going to have a set of enchants, like if they're going to try to get a bunch of diamonds, they have some for when they're just trying to be strong and break a bunch of different items in their area, if they're doing certain breakables, or if they're actually trying to hatch. Like if they're trying to hatch, they're probably going to want to have their best lucky enchants up there. But it's really easy to forget about your enchants. Like you're hatching, you've got all your lucky eggs in there, and then you go to the best area to do a bunch of breakables. Well, that would take a lot less time if you were to just go in and swap your enchants out. So that is this tip right here, guys, basically, is to not forget to swap your enchant. Next tip here for you guys is don't forget the gifts. You guys can see here when we're in the teleport map, you can see like free items. All of these gifts, they periodically are giving you free things in the game that you guys can usually use towards some sort of whatever goal that you're working on. Like right here, free diamonds. Yeah, let's just go claim the free diamonds, and then we've got the free diamonds, and those are all over. So make sure that you guys do not forget your free gift, which is kind of leading us here to the final tip that I'm going to give you, which I think is hopefully going to be one of the most valuable things that I'm going to be able to provide for you guys, is remembering where everything is, where you need to go, and what you can get in what areas. Now, at this point, there's only been the release of the game and one update, so we've got 58 areas. In each area, there's upgrades, there's merchants, there's places where you can upgrade different things, there's vending machines, there's free gifts, there's where you could do rainbow pets. And if you don't remember where everything is, it can get quite confusing. Like say you have a task where you're trying to get a bunch of enchant. It might be easy to want to know or ask, where can I go get enchant? Well, fortunately, I have made a nice little spreadsheet here for you, and I'm going to give you guys a link in the description where you guys can go and access the spreadsheet, and I will keep it updated as the game is updated as well. So in the spreadsheet, basically over here, you can see we've got all the different areas. Then we're listing right here all the different items that are in the area. So if you guys are just kind of wondering, where do I go for potions? Okay, boom, that's free potions right there. We got free items right there. This is a place where I can go and get diamonds. But also right here, we've got a fact that sometimes I just want to know what are the best places to go and get one of those things. Like if I need to get diamonds, where do I go? I know I can go here, get diamonds for sure. I know I can go here to number 32, get some free diamonds for sure. There's just places where I can just go and randomly get them. Then there's places where if I do like an obby or a minefield or certain things, sometimes I can get them, but I'm not always going to get them. Usually, as far as what the tasks are that you have to complete, a lot of them have to do with potions and enchants. So far, haven't seen a whole lot with fruits, except for just using fruits in general. But you might want to know exactly where you can go to get potions. Potions vendor here at number 6. We've got the potions upgrade at 13. We've got another free potions over here. Then we've got another vendor, and then we've got a third vendor. So as long as you guys know where all of those places are, you can quickly go, get all the potions, merge as much potions as you can, then give it some time for those to replenish, and just keep going back and forth through those areas. So this spreadsheet is something I'm going to make available for you. That you guys can go and see where to get enchants. That's over at, you guys can see 9. You can see over here at 16, at 21. You can see we've also got a vendor at 42 and another vendor at 51. So yeah, this hopefully will be something that's very helpful for you guys to refer to. You guys can go in there, look at where to get these, and hopefully it will save you some time when you guys are trying to do certain tasks and you're trying to figure out where to go to get these things, and you don't have to just kind of run through all of this stuff in the game. Now, I guess here's a little bit of a bonus tip that I'm sure most of you guys have sort of figured out, but when you guys are going through the game, you guys can see that there's oftentimes these little tunnels that you guys can use as shortcuts to get through to different areas. So if you guys are still just sort of kind of roaming around in the game and you're trying to get to different areas, sometimes you can just get a nice little shortcut to get right through, and that is very helpful as well. So make sure you guys go and use those when they are available. And those are my top 10. I'm sure it was actually more than 10. I think it was actually 11, but those are my top tips here for you guys who are trying to play the game at free to play. If you guys have any additional tips that I have not covered, would love to know in the comments so that other people can see those, and maybe we'll make an update to just let you guys know and give you a shout out for the tip that you guys provided. So if you guys are new here though, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thank you for watching. We'll talk to you.